Hello everyone! I've been asked how to accurately track calories without a tracking app. So I want to give you some background information on the whole topic first before drilling into more specifics and actually answering that question. So a calorie is just a calorie, and you can count calories to gain weight or lose weight depending on what your goal is. So calories in versus calories out is what determines if you're losing weight or gaining weight. So if your calories in are lower than your calories out, then you will be losing weight. But if it's the opposite, you will be gaining weight. It may only tell you if you lose weight or gain weight, but it might not tell you where that weight loss or weight gain is coming from. So you could lose fat, but you could also lose muscles. And most of the time, if people want to lose weight, they want to lose fat. They don't want to lose their muscles, which makes sense. That's where macro counting comes into account. When you track your macros, you can actually minimize your muscle loss and maximize your fat loss. Protein is for your body composition and muscle building or keeping your muscles when you try and lose weight. Carbs is for your performance, so it gives you the energy you need to perform as you wish to perform in like sport. And fats are here mainly for your hormones, to keep your hormones balanced and so that your body actually can do whatever it needs to do. So all three macros are very important for everyone. The other thing is it can help you count calories, because if you know what the food has in it, then you can literally calculate how many calories it has. Okay, so macro counting for your body composition. So you have a daily calorie goal that you want to reach, which is then broken down into all of your macros. So it's broken down into how many carbs you want to eat, how many proteins you want to eat, and how many fats you want to eat. So it's broken down into these three numbers, and then you want to hit all three numbers to get to your maximum or your daily calorie intake. 1 gram of protein, 4 calories. Now 1 gram of carbs equals 4 calories also, which makes it pretty easy to track. Hey. And then 1 gram of fat equals 9 calories. So I guess with those numbers in mind, you can see that fats obviously are much higher in calories. So if you eat a lot of fat heavy foods, you will have a much higher caloric intake throughout the day than if you cut back on fats. But again, like we discussed before, fats are really important for your hormones, so you still need to hit a minimum amount. Let's say you have your numbers, you know how many calories you want to track, you know your protein amount you want to hit, your carb amount you want to hit, and your fat amount you want to hit. Buy a food scale and use it. And we will go into more details now for that, but this is one of the most important things. So as you may know, if you have packaged food, it's super easy to track because on the back of the box, it will tell you this food has that many calories and it's broken down into this many proteins and carbs and fats. So now that you understand these numbers, or that you know these numbers, I would like for us to do a little exercise just so we can actually start using that. So I just printed out a little chicken packaging label. So I want to do this little exercise now. So on this chicken breast packaging that I just showed you, it tells me that each serving is 112 grams. Now 1 serving is 120 calories. Now what I want to do is try and get the breakdown of each macro for that 1 serving of chicken breast, and then calculate it together, add it all up, and see if it gives us the 120 calories it tells us it will. Okay, so pretty easy. So I'm gonna have a look at what it has. So proteins, how many grams of protein does it have? It has 26 grams of protein. So I'm just gonna write it here on the side. I'll just do this. Okay, so it has 26 grams of proteins. And then it has 1.5 grams of fat, 1.5 grams of fat, but it has actually 0 carbs, so we don't need that. Nothing there. All right, so what we're gonna do now is 26 grams of proteins times 4, because we know 1 gram is 4 calories. So we can do 26 times 4. So 26 times 4 gives us 104. So I'm just going to write it here. We have 104 calories from the protein. Yeah, because we did 26 times 4 gives us 104. So 104 calories of protein plus, now we have to calculate the fats. We do 1.5 times 9, which is 13.5. So plus 13.5, and that gives us a total of 117.5. So 117.5 calories is in our chicken breast. Okay, that's our total. Now let me check. So it did say it has 120 calories. So I guess they just how do you say? They just rounded it up to 120. So I think it's 117.5 calories in one serving of 112 grams. Yeah, so that's how you calculate your calories. I guess to get this information or these numbers, you may have to Google. You may have to go and be like, okay, how many grams of each of those macros does whatever food source you want to have? Hope this sentence made sense. The other thing you might need to be careful of, or mindful of, and that's why I said buy a food scale, is that depending how big your food is, it might be completely different. So I'm going to take a banana as an example, and I have some numbers just here in front of me. So let's say if you have a banana that is a kid-sized banana, of course that's going to be a lot less calories than if you have a bigger banana. And literally the calories in a banana might be double the amount of calories that you eat depending if you have a small or a big banana. So that's why a food scale is important. Then you can start weighting it and you know how many grams is in each food source that you're going to have, and you can then know the total calories of that food source. So I just have a few numbers here that I'm going to read out just so you understand what I'm talking about. So if you have an extra small banana, which might be a kid-sized banana, which is 81 grams, you may only be eating 72 calories, okay? But if you have an extra large banana, which might be 152 grams as an example, you have 135 calories. This is almost double. So depending on what banana you have, you might be eating double the calories. That's why weighting your food is really, really important. Eventually you will get better at judging how big your food is or whatever you're eating, and you might be able to start writing down your calories without having to weigh everything. But to start with, I really think everyone should weigh their food. Get used to it, start learning all of these different information, start remembering things, and then you can start using that information and just do it by yourself. I hope this was helpful. I hope this was good. If you have any further questions or anything, just pop a message below or a comment below. There are a few other topics I want to cover soon, so hopefully, if you have any questions, just pop them down there and I might be able to answer them in my future videos. Thank you.